Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger, welcome aboard. We're gonna do something spicy today. Yes, look at me, I mean it. It's gonna be like a Thai inspired spicy stir fry. I've got some cabbage to use up. We're gonna use some pork, like a pork loin. Anyways, you'll see what I do with that. But that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. But anyways, I know there's cabbage and I know there's pork. You guys ready? Let's go, chin chin. So let's make the stir fry sauce, or marinade, if you wanna call it that. I like to use old lids from my mason jars to do stuff like this. Just shake it up and keep it in the fridge. All right, you ready? All right, so this is kind of like a double batch or whatever. I just make a whole lot so I have that extra. When I have extra vegetables, I just do a quick stir fry. So I've got a cup of chicken broth here that I made, and that's made with dehydrated chicken base from Canada. But if you're looking for something similar in the United States, it's by Goya, chicken flavor bouillon packets. So just do a cup of water and a couple packets of that and you'll be in good shape. And I'll type this down below so you can print it out and do whatever. This is a half a cup of soy sauce. Now if you're gonna do Kikkoman soy sauce, try to get low sodium because the regular is really loaded with salt. To me anyways. I haven't bought it in years. Now I go to the Asian market and get some soy sauce there, but if I remember well, it's very salty. Local honey, 4 tablespoons of local honey. Thank you, Ken and Joe, our local honey providers. Their bees always come up here and pollinate my vegetables in the garden. Beautiful. All right, and here I have some sesame oil, 4 teaspoons of that. If you don't want to make it spicy, then omit the last part, but I'll show you that. Okay, this is ginger paste. I'm busy. I use 3½ tablespoons of ginger paste. I always get this stuff. Now you find this at by the groceries, by the vegetables. Okay, they have garlic paste and all kinds of stuff there. It's pretty nice. Oh, wait, forgot to turn my phone off. Garlic. That's how much I love garlic. 2 hefty tablespoons of that. Freshly minced garlic. And this is cornstarch. Now there's 2 tablespoons of cornstarch here. This is going to help make it like a thicker sauce. When it's stir frying, it's going to thicken it up a little bit. So it's not going to be so thinned out. All right. Now here's the spicy factor. I get a big old jug of this stuff. That's how much I love it. And I put it in a smaller jar just to handle it. But it's a chili garlic paste. I'll put a picture here of what it looks like. You can find that stuff at Walmart. Now, that's up to you. I'm going to put probably 2 tablespoons of that. If you don't have that, you could put red pepper flakes or something like that. You know what? I'm going to put 3 in there. 2½. Okay? All right. So, I'm going to mix this up. Just shake that up. See, that's enough for 2 good stir fries, so I'm not going to use all that. Anyways, let me do that, and I'm going to show you what I do. We go to Sam's Club and get a big, large pork loin and cut it up in steaks like this, 2, because it's just Tom and I. And vacuum seal. 2 things you need to invest in. Vacuum sealer, and what else was I thinking? I don't know, whatever. Mini processor, all kinds of stuff. Whatever I use, I put it in description. But anyways, this is what I'm going to chop up, and some vegetables, whatever I got, and I'll show you what to do. Guys, look at that. I've got cabbage, I've got pea pods, some frozen broccoli, but that's okay. Green peppers and onions. Those are my vegetable du jour, okay? All right, so I've got a gallon bag with that, and here I have the pork. Look how much. See, you just cut little strips. Make sure it's cut even size so it cooks all evenly. I'm going to put a little bit of that marinade in there because I'm going to cook these up first and then toss those in there because they're not going to take as long as the vegetables. All right. You can do this with shrimp too. Let me shake this up. I may have to use all of this. I don't know. We'll see. I doubt it, but I'm making a mess as per usual. So I'm just going to put some in there to cover this meat up just so it has some of this flavor. That's probably 2 tablespoons right there. Maybe more. I don't know. 1/3 cup. What do you guys think? Who cares? It smells good. Ooh. Ah, perfect. All right. some, put that in the fridge, massage that a couple times. I'm gonna marinate all this for a couple hours. So let me put some of this in there and I will see you guys in a couple hours, okay? Guys, that is plenty right there, and I have this much left. Didn't use it all. So I'll be right back, well, a couple hours. I'll see you later. So here we go, a couple hours later. This is the DeLonghi multi-fry. It's a beautiful machine. It's got a bottom burner, it's got a removable paddle. I'm gonna show you what that looks like, and voila. So you don't have to flip things over or stir things if you don't want to. So I'm gonna put the paddle in there. Easy to clamp on and off. Just make sure the machine is off. Okay. So I'm gonna put all this, the juices and everything in there. That's why I wanted to do the meat separately, because I didn't want to, you know, the juices of the meat in there. So, woo! Now this air fryer, it does have a max line there. It's gonna shrink down. Cabbage always wilts down and all that stuff. So I don't have a spoon. But anyways, now I'm not going to turn the bottom on this one because I want the juices to keep cooking that the vegetables up. All right, so turn it on. Make sure it's plugged in. That always helps. And let's do a number 4, of course. Now I'm going to give you a little tip here. When you do broccoli in an air fryer, when it's close to the burner, it's going to turn a little dark, a little blackish, and that's fine. If you don't want that to happen, lower the temperature down a notch. But I know it's going to wilt down and it's going to happen. So, but I want to get the vegetables nice and cooked before I put the meat in there. So I'll let you know how long I do that. I'll be back. All right, you guys, we're 5 minutes in, and oh yes, see how it shrunk down quite a bit? Look, the juices are okay. I'm going to turn the bottom on, speed this up a little bit. I think we got plenty of juice. Plus, we got some with the meat too. So I'm going to do this for about 15 minutes and I'll be back. You guys, we're talking 15 minutes. Now I'm going to put the pork in there. It's looking good. The bottom's still on. Look how beautiful that is. And I cut up some onion greens. Put those in there as well. Let's turn it down to a 3 since how we're close to the top. And I'll let you know. You got to have that pork cooked to 145 degrees and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, we are talking 15 minutes more, and I like that. Look at all that sauce. Ooh, that's gonna be good. I got some white rice cooking, and that pork is done, but just make sure it's 145 degrees, okay? If you're using chicken, make sure it's 165 degrees. And if it's shrimp, put it in there the last 5 minutes or so. Alright, so I'm gonna stop this up and plate it and taste it for you. Here we go, guys. We got some rice. And get some of these juices. Ooh, yes. Let me grab a fork. Look at that. You guys are sticking around for everything. Piping hot. But let's try it out. Oh, I'm sure it's pretty good. Here. Look at that. Ooh, that's hot. I'll give it a minute. Alright, here we go. And it's cooked to perfection. Pork. That's better than takeout. No joke. It's got just the right amount of spice for me. Alright, you guys, that is so delicious. Use what you got in the fridge. Don't waste nothing. Make you a little sauce. There you go. Thanks for shopping, guys. Bye-bye.